What is
It's
up?
Friday. Friday. Already blown into the mic. What's up?
What is up?
So, dude, Friday. It's been a long time since we had a variable schedule. Dude, it's been a while since we did our pros. Period. So it's good to be doing it.
Yeah, because you're such a busy man.
Dude, busy, dude. But you know, I think it's better this way. I think everyone that has a variable, like, you know, they stream whenever. I think it just has a better life. I feel like anybody who's got like a schedule has got to, like, you know, it's a bummer sometimes where you have to like constantly work around it. So yeah, you have been busy. I know that. I know you've been. You got a launch day coming soon, right?
Yeah. I got it click clack locked and ready to go because, guys, to be honest,
Click clack launch.
the guys that we're having on today are, when I first jumped into this shit, these guys were killing it. Like the talent that I saw, and one of them are featured, his talents in my campaign coming up. But I love all the stuff these guys are doing. And I'm not trying to bust anybody's balls or anything, like Joe's for doing a good intro or not. But if you guys have received your collection of some of these guys' campaigns that have been fulfilled, it is quality. I like what I read. I see what I got, and
So
it's just great. So
you got a good mailbag, is what you're saying.
I got a great mailbag with a lot of
Heck yeah.
trinkets and cool stuff, like
So
some extras that I don't see a lot of people do. For as many detective books as we get, one of the perks that came with this would be perfect for detective stuff. But how they got it done, I don't know. Don't care. I got it. It's awesome. Like,
dude,
I love what they're doing, and the
it's part of the
innovation,
fulfillment magic, dude.
the innovation that comes in. There's always fresh ideas. They're not afraid to try,
Right.
you know, some new stuff. So yeah, I got a campaign coming up, but like I said, click clack locked it, gotten loaded.
Yeah,
Let's talk about who we
you
got.
like derailed your campaign. You're like, it's good. I appreciate you talking about other people's stuff as much as your own.
To get it out of the way, I got BECKONED RECOURSE launching on the 12th, guys. Get ready. It's
I didn't need a promo. I just wanted to catch up.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, I heard you were doing some major work on the campaign.
Yeah, we'll get into this more, but yeah, roach balls, all that stuff, Kryptonite, dude. These guys have always impressed me with what they got. So
where's Nefarious now? We should have Nefarious in here busting some more balls. But good to see him showing up. B-Rose has already thrown links. We haven't even talked about a book yet, dude. And he's already thrown links. You're repping Neff over there too.
Repping Neff, bro.
Dude, Neff, I saw pictures of his.
Mustard.
I saw his book like pretty much in the back of the van. That's the last time I saw an update. You know what I mean? Dude, my dog is ringing a bell. This is the problem with you when you get a dog, a bell. The dude will ring this shit all day.
That's awesome.
If you ever hear a bell, it's my dog being a bitch. Anyway, let's intro some folks in here. I've got more people in the back room than StreamYard will allow. But I do have some folks that I think almost everyone has been on this show individually in the past. So I'm going to intro you in, and I'm going to bring in everybody. I'm going to go get my dog and let him outside. But yeah, Rich, you're here. We got Juanito's here. Olivier's here. Brian's here. And B-Rose is here as well. Who else is here?
B-Rose is in the background.
let me pull myself out, and then
it's funny that
it sounds like
all right. He's got to take his dog.
Say, if I come in after B-Rose.
B-Rose is hold on. A Nickelback song.
Which one is that, B?
I said B-Rose in the back room sounds like a Nickelback song.
It does, right? It does. Me and Joe had this cool little joke.
I was going to say that B-Rose got this together, no? And he's in the back room right now. Thank you, B-Rose.
That's true. Fuck him.
We got that. Me and Joe make fun of each other about Daughtry like years ago. Like you're part of the cool guy club if you roll up in your driveway and like, I'm going.
He's getting kicked immediately for that. So,
Nice.
B Rose left also. I think he's like repped you guys and he's like just playing the producer role and he's gone. I tweeted him.
Drop the
But
links, B Rose.
yeah, keep dropping the links. That's all.
That's your job.
There you
now.
go.
I'll bring Jeremy back in when he wants to ask a question. But for this second, I'll take the intros. So guys, what the hell are we all doing here? You guys drinking right now? It's Friday. Am I the only one drinking box wine
Maybe.
in the world?
I should be drinking then.
Correct.
It's too early to be drinking. No.
Oh man, what
Not for
time
me.
zone are you in? You East
it's
Coast?
only
Five,
4 o'clock
it's five
here,
right
man.
now. I don't know.
It's 6 over here where I'm at.
Yeah, so
It's always time for me, guys. So yeah, I've been kind of out of the loop. So I knew you guys were doing this because the last time I had Rich on Art Bros, he talked about this zine thing you were doing, and I'm actually a big fan of zines. You guys, is one of you guys like a super fan of zines and owns like 15,000 like of a collection of zines or something?
Nah.
No.
I in the beginning, dude, as I started my career in comics, I would do zines. I would do mini comics, go to the copier, and just publish them like that, and take them to cons and shit like that.
Yeah, all the cool ones are like really the ones that are made. The ones I like the best are the ones that are like made and not printed, like literally photocopied,
Yeah,
page
of
by
course.
page.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the ones that like really do it the right way. Like they even like do the handwriting thing and then photocopy it all together. I think that's the traditional way to do it, right? That's
Yeah,
how
I
it all
used
started.
to pick up all the stuff because they used to, like in downtowns, they would have like racks and it'd be the zines you could pick up, and I'd collect them. And I don't know what the fuck I would do with them. So I would just stack them up. But once I got out of college, I just threw them all away. But zines were like the thing in late 90s, early 2000s.
Now that I remember, yeah, dude. I mean, every artist in local cons or national cons, everybody would take their little ash cans, their little zines. So yeah, I do have a little collection. I might show it off.
Nice,
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. I like people that have like weird collections like that. Not that zines are weird, but usually they're a little bit throwaway. I have some.
Yeah.
I have a local zine here in Orlando that I collect a little bit. Used to support them hardcore, but you know it's a cool thing to take around, show people like, man, this is like the indie of the indie shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Shadowpunk, what's up, dude? Glad to have you here. And Creators Outlet showing up too. You're awesome. Shadowpunk says zines have great energy. Yeah, pretty much. Like the best ones are like just. I like ones that like make you have like a twisted like a mind fuck every time you turn the page. That's the best type of zine for me. But maybe you got, what was the inspiration for your guys' zine? Who thought of this?
I think it was like a collaborative effort. Like we kicked around the idea and then just ended up getting like kind of whittled down and really worked on. And then we just kind of all agreed upon like, let's do
Yeah, I
it.
think we just because we were like hanging out for such a long time, we just wanted to like work on something together, and I think like a scene was like the thing that sounded like the coolest for all of us. I think.
Yeah, the initial idea was kind of like a sampler of each other's project, but I think that was gonna be like, I don't know. I felt like
Yeah, it was for conventions, right? We wanted a sampler, and then we're like, eh.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's recycle old shit.
Is that how the name came about? You're like, man, the samplers are gay, dude.
Yeah, dude, I mean, and I remember Rich just like putting the idea forward. Now let's do a zine and underground shit. And
I'm not going to front too. Besides the underground shit and you know the aesthetics of certain music that you know we all appreciate more or less, but it was I'm not even in front. I saw some cool artists that I think are awesome. You know, they have so much style, and like Jim Mahfood always doing zines and all that shit. So I'm like, you know, if I want to do this, and it's obvious, like it makes sense. Like you have a crew of homies that are cool. We talk shit. We're all creative in our own rights. So it'd be almost like borderline R word to not, you know what I'm saying? Like, put, you know, and just go
for sure. I think that you're probably right there. You're trying to make this thing that's respective of everybody, but also like really kind of not edgy, but like it's gonna be like this since you're all
it's
homies,
it.
you all have the same kind of ideas of like what's cool. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if that's the same kind of feel.
I mean, edgy, I think is the right word because, well, just Brian's story, man, it's edgy as fuck.
I don't know. Puto versus Puto with Princess Baby Mama is pretty fucking edgy, dude.
It's safe to say all
I'm gonna
of-
bring up the page. Actually, I'm gonna swap out with Jeremy real quick because it looks like he went and took a ride or something.
Yeah, kick me out again, bitch.
Swag.
Love it.
Jeremy got the drip.
I didn't know we had Axl Rose.
I had to pull out Dylan real quick. Dude, I had to say it. I wanted you to bring up the page too, Jerem. Can you do that? I'll share it.
Which
Huh?
page? Which page?
They're the
was
zine,
out of
bro.
the loop.
B-Rose isn't
Jeremy,
posting it in the chat. I think I'm gonna get B-Rose to be in my new co-host, dude.
I don't know what you mean. I got dead stuff up right now.
Hell yeah. Back
That'll
in.
work.
Sorry.
Let me.
You know,
Desktop's
I'm
good.
doing my job, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'm back
I know,
here.
dude.
But we're not promoting Dead Stop, guys. It's the Guey Zine.
Right. So
Get-
where's
get
the link,
together,
Joe, in
Jeremy.
the description?
You should still back that book if you haven't, though.
Did you you have the link though, right?
Do I? No.
There you
But
You
I
must.
got D-Rose's
There you go.
link right there in the chat.
There you go, dude. So yeah, I wanted to bring it up as you guys talked about, like, you know, obviously
Come on.
Brian's
Come on,
story being so freaking puto.
Sexy.
Sepsi.
All right, I'm gonna take myself out because we only have 6 spots. But yeah, Jeremy, ask whatever you think is prevalent here. You know,
Okay.
co-host.
We'll do. Hey guys, do you all think Joe's a good host? Just joking. I'm just joking. So
Absolutely.
for less. Okay, guys, tell me what's going on with Comics Way and your zine stuff. Like Joe's new Star Circuit, I heard is going to be a track. You know, like one of those tracks that people hand out. But I'm not sure about that. But you guys got this zine thing happen. What's going on your websites? What's happening?
Brian.
Crickets.
Oh, me?
Brian's.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, so Zine, it's a collab of, what do we got? It's like 7 artists or some shit, and a couple writers. Basically, it's just a way for us to come together, just have like fun, just really do like a cool art project, get back into that great grimy art scene. Like that's the thing is people kind of forget the whole thing about comics. It's based in art, and I think a lot of people have lost that. And
Preach.
it's just a way for us to be, that very, what I feel art is very street. It's very grimy. It's very raw. There's no rules. And I feel comic books, the stuff that we normally do, our projects, there's a lot of like barriers we have to follow. The sandbox is really small. This is like no rules. Do what you want. Let's throw some shit at the wall. Let's have fun. Let's make people laugh. We got stories from Juanito. He's doing some horror stuff. Let's let guys that are normally known for commissions or just working on other people's comics, like, let's let them shine with their own ideas. We got Esquivo doing his first, like the first original story by Esquivo is in our first issue of comic, in the Guey Zine. You're not going to find that anywhere else. So this is really like our personal sandbox that allows us to do whatever the fuck we want and just have fun and not worry about, is this going to get pulled from Indiegogo or is every backer going to enjoy it? Like this just allows us to do us without having to worry about what anyone thinks about us.
Hell yeah. There's, all of these images that I'm seeing, I love the team and the art and the talent that's behind a lot of the stuff that comes out of, I guess, what would your all's particular galaxy of things happening? Every one of you guys seem to be pushing towards a new talent, and it's showing it. What allows you to do these different projects is everyone still has their different flavor.
Yeah.
So it all kind of still stands out, and it's really cool to see the breadth of that expression, if you would.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
to sound
think
so
also
generic.
that's one of the coolest things about the scene. There's like so many different flavors of either stories, art, like the styles, like the moods, I guess, of the stories or whatever, like the feel of the stories. There's like horror stuff, there's funny stuff, there's action stuff. It's like, so I think that's the coolest part of the scene for me,
And I guess since you're going so multifaceted, I mean, we could talk about the numbers if you want to on this scale, I guess you kind of gave us, but
I think that's pretty inaccurate. I think we have more than that.
yeah, I would think so. Like I said, I kind of think that's maybe out of date, but all these things happening at once. I mean, of course, you've got your fulfillment actually happening. I mean, the packages and stuff, the quality I've gotten from you guys is just awesome. Love everything you get. But you're doing so many projects at the same time. I'm imagining there's a head kind of funnel, but there's not an end to it. After this gauntlet, there's something bigger and something bigger. Is that am I kind of on to something on this? That this is a domino effect? When we get this one dropped, the next one happens. This is kind of starting the chain reaction, because as it falls and fulfills, reputation, all that just kind of grows. So is that going to continue moving forward? Are we going to keep seeing more crazy, cool, this kind of like gritty attitude coming?
I had to pull you out,
Yeah,
bro.
Go ahead.
It always seems like I'm pulling you out at a comedic effect, but it's really just I have to stop it at some point. Not for a comedic effect, but yeah, the zine usually continues, right? Are you trying to do this on a regular kind of repeating thing?
Yeah, our goal right now is to see if we can, proof of concept, get this one out. How do we work well? Can we all hit deadlines? And then the next milestone is, can we do this quarterly? All right, we can do this quarterly. All right, now let's expand the size of it, the readership. Can we do this, 6 times a year? All right, cool. We did that. Let's try to do this once a month on top of, the stuff we're doing. So while we're working on our own IPs, our own projects, we're able to put out content every month that's showcasing everybody's work. So it's really like every month you're getting something from this group of people with some, featured artists as well. I know Juanito's talked a lot about finding people that are like underrated artists that are out there, new artists that aren't getting the spotlight. Like, let's throw them in the zine, because that's what the zine is about. It's really just showcasing art style. It's not like, hey, let me see your 64-page magazine. I personally think it's harder to write these short stories than a 64-page, because you have so much more canvas to work on. This, you have to make a point within a very short amount of time. And I think that's kind of the cool challenge that we're all having right now, is like, how big of a story can we make in a very small amount of time?
Absolutely. So everybody gets the same amount of pages, or is it like just whatever fits?
No, it varies from like some people have just like 1 page or like 1 strip or 2 strips, but most of the stories are like 4 pages or 6 pages. Most of us.
Cool. I dig that. Like, I feel like I want to do one eventually, just because it could be like that place where I would put. I don't know. I'm kind of a little more clean cut in my art and stuff. It would be the place where I'd experiment with. Kind of more a different style that's like horror short or something that it would just free me up to like without the pressure. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeremy's trying to talk to us, bro.
Like Brian was saying, like each one of us also have our own. I don't know if like main projects is the right term, but like each one of us, like Rich, Oli, all the 6x6 guys, B-Rose, they all have their own campaigns, right? And me, I'm also like working in books and stuff as an artist. And also like one of the cool things about the scene is that we wanted to do this so that like people can have a product from us that they can like read and appreciate while we're working on our other campaigns, so like that way they don't really like forget about us. Like sometimes that happens, like you got a campaign and then a couple of months or even a couple of weeks pass and people already forget about you, but I think we thought that this was going to be a cool way of like getting our names, in people's minds between our other campaigns and stuff like that.
You're right. Dude, it's perfect. It's like an ash can, but you don't have to like commit to doing your own thing. Like you're helping everybody else out in the meantime. Like, you don't have to do it all yourself. It's a cool thing. Collision Bomb's in the chat as well. And Sherry shows up. What's up?
Hey.
Creators Atlas says, this looks like great, except the B-Weeb shit. There goes my dog.
Everything's great.
Heck yeah. I dig what I'm seeing here. I'm going to go find, I used to do these like weird little stories on Post-it notes. And that's kind of the thing I'm thinking of. Like if I did something, it would be something like that, something weird. But yeah, this is cool stuff. Who can maybe one of you guys want to like tell a little bit of a summary or a cool, weird part about their story in particular? Anybody got something to talk about?
I
For
guess
their
we can
story?
go over each one, right? If you go to the top of the list, like they're
Sure, we
all
got time. I'm going to bring in Jeremy and he can lead this.
Welcome.
All right. What's up?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Love it. All right. How we doing this? You just talk and I'm supposed to go, or you pilot me?
Yeah, you just scroll down and then hit the first, story, I guess. Unless you want to talk
Word.
shirts
So
and stuff.
this one?
under
No,
Scroll
that's
over.
down.
Yeah, right there.
yeah, right there.
There you go.
All right, so
Click
this is written and drawn by me. This is Buto versus Buto, which to elaborate on what I don't know if it was Juanito or Brian that was saying was the limited amount of space. So this is going to be in the format of the funny Sunday like cartoon shorts, right? Which is harder and much harder trying to form a story into that in limited amount of space, like 3 panels on one piece of board, you know what I'm saying, and try to get a beginning, middle, and end than it is to do like a 68-page story and shit, but it's still fun regardless. But if you like the Sunday funny type deals, a little bit of comedic humor and all that good shit, this is that type of story. It's like a spy versus spy and like the Mario Brothers, but a little on the dirtier side. You got two brothers, Buto versus Buto, as Buto Gordo and Buto Flaco, and they're just always at each other. They don't have that bond like brothers should have.
You got an innie. You got an outie.
Yeah, well, this is a hernia. Yeah, he got a hernia.
Oh, a hernia. Okay, that's what that is. All right, gotcha.
The other one probably sold a organ or a kidney.
Yeah. See that.
So they're just always constantly going at each other, trying to one up each other. But mainly it's to get the attention of Prince's baby mama, who is both their baby mama. They need a place to stay, they need some money. Yeah, they're always hitting her up. But then you got the main dude, Yellow Beetle, who's my favorite character, and he's just a real OG sniping ass motherfucker. He's just cock blocking everybody. He's stealing your baby mamas. He's digging through your purse. That's the dude right there.
That can make a lot of rubber bands.
Yep, but the story it's gonna be in that format. And then each story will follow up like with a fake ad that I'm just gonna draw and like put something in.
Nice.
So, yep. And that's about it from me.
That's awesome. Hey guys, your art style always just a lot of it just captures the attitude you're trying to get. Roach Balls, if you guys have read it and have it, it's a great read. It's so much fun. So yeah, I can. Rich is incredible. Thanks, Rich. That's awesome.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah, this is mine. It's Suyu. I'm into like creepy things and into stuff like Tales from the Crypt, Twilight Zone, the old DC comics. So what I wanted to do with the scene is that in each issue of the scene, I want to like tell a different little short story, 4 pages. And they are all going to be like little like urban legends or like creepy stories that I heard from my country, from Bolivia. So yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to do with each issue. And to me the coolest thing about this is that it gave me a chance to like experiment with like a new art style that I never tried before. So like this is the first time that I'm doing all this grayscale and all the ink wash and that kind of stuff, because I thought that it would fit the whole creepy vibe, I guess. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this one.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because what's really apparent, and particularly those bottom panels here, is what's called a Baroque or a Rococo style like shade. It's a very like post-Renaissance shade where everything is bathed in black, dark shades and is being brought out. What's cool is the very thing you're saying you're trying to change up and do is the most striking aspect of the art right now. So way to go, bro. That's awesome. Excellent stuff.
Thank you, man. And that's exactly what I was going for, all that Rococo, Reca style. Definitely, man.
Yep.
I know everything about that shit.
Yeah, awesome.
So humble.
Awesome. All right, who's next? This first off, before anyone, I got Escobar, but
this one's for the ladies.
Oh, just the anatomy is so great, but I saw the nub hand, and that just all right, now I'm ready to go. Let's go.
That's for the ladies too.
Yes, this is Steve doing this one. This is his first original story. He's kind of going a little dark. People kind of know his art style one way. He's kind of experimenting with this story. what do you say? It's kind of based off of
Dark Souls, I think, right?
Dark Souls, but like underwater nautical horror.
I heard Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is cool. This is the first time we get to see Esquivo as a story writer and obviously artist. So I'm pumped to see what he does with this.
Yo, real
Nice.
quick, I want to say something funny. Yesterday we were on 80s Made, and Admiral Wackass said something about it was funny because he has no hand and it was not the mute. And I didn't get that till just right now. So, thank you, Admiral Wackass, for fucking my head up like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to reading what was the Adam Lawson's book.
Exile.
What's Adam Lawson's book coming out with?
Exile.
What's the,
Exile, yeah.
Exiled, yeah, right. I don't know why I was
Yeah.
blanking on it, but I'm waiting for that. But in the meantime, we'll probably read this before that. You think? You think this will be out?
And
Yeah,
also, like one thing that I think we didn't mention is that at the top you can actually get sketch cards, and you can pick whichever artist you want, and you can actually pick a Esquivo for your sketch card. So that's pretty rare too.
That's pretty cool.
really rare.
Nice, guys.
Super rare.
You hear that? Job of the Creator. Go check that out. Yes, we know B-Rose is gay.
Always.
Always, yes. So, yeah, dude, this is one that is it's odd, not odd, but you see his Instagram stuff. But besides that, you don't get a whole lot of his work that's like a full-fledged story. Like you said, this is the first, right? So
Yeah, this is his first original story that he's written and doing the art. So yeah, it's
And who
original.
knows when he's going to be doing
That's gotta
sketch
get
cards.
it.
Exactly, yeah. It's gonna be a fucking incredible story.
Yeah.
dude, this is hilarious. More people on the panel than watching the show. Exactly, dude.
Always.
You know how I know that? Because there's more people in the back room too. It's like this is, dude. I don't even know what you want to call this, but yeah. Who's next?
Oh yeah, that's my brother's comic that he's gonna submit. Tennis Club presents "Fuck This Party." So these characters are based around his clothing brand. He's working on a clothing brand. So these are the
Okay.
mascots. So yeah, so they're just a bunch of weirdos, man. The day-to-day life kind of inspired characters. So the premise is Odile and crew are invited to a rando's much hyped birthday party, but will it live up to the weirdos' expectations? So I mean, I think everybody's been in that position, right? That oh my god, this is the best party ever, and you get there and what the fuck is this? Come on, man, this is shit. But that's kind of like the vibe that he's trying to like get across, right?
Dude, I'm intrigued. I feel like that image, the like little the fisheye lens with those characters, man. That kind of is intriguing enough for me to read this thing for sure.
Yeah,
You know what
it's gonna be a one pager, like a one strip page, whatever you call it. So it's
Okay.
yeah.
Which that's awesome because you don't know. Like it says, "Fuck this party." It's a one-page comic, so
Yeah,
but it
you're
could go
right.
anywhere. Do they like it and do they stay, or they're just like, "Yo, this
Yeah.
place is fucking whack," and then they're gone.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
I'm expecting I think the weirder and crazier the outcome, the better for us. So
Exactly.
that's awesome. Yeah. B Rose is saying sub to comics Guey. So is that a channel? Whose channel is that?
It's our channel.
It's our channel.
Yeah, our
Okay,
collective.
you just start. You guys building subscribers for doing like what are you doing with the channel?
Talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, we stream every Saturday and we just kind of fucking hang out. And we start out with a topic and it devolves just into like complete degeneracy.
Roasting each other and shit like that. So
Yeah,
I'm subscribing. You do it Sundays, you said?
Saturday.
Saturdays? Okay.
Saturdays,
The
It's,
thing about this comic though is like I don't feel like I've done a lot of work with Domo and I think this will finally give him some more spotlight. Like this dude does not get the credit that he deserves. His art style is insane. So I'm really excited about this. Like people finally getting more, to see more of Domo's art style.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm definitely in for zines. I already said my love of zines. However, yeah, no joke. Did you guys say how long it's going to take to get out before or no?
We're hoping to have it out like the first 2 weeks of January. It's just holiday season's coming up, and I'm not going to deal with that logistic nightmare right now.
Yeah.
Good call, dude. I did it last year. Jesus. It
Yeah.
was I literally didn't have gray in my beard before that.
Literally, Jesus got in the way, huh?
Yeah, literally Jesus, dude.
No fulfillment. Honestly.
Ye
Dude,
shall
you guys
not
are
pass.
you
You
guys know
shall
what
not
it's all about.
fulfill.
Fulfillment. I'm getting born right now.
I know, dude. Fulfill me.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
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 I think Joe just went to hell, bro. That's where he.
That has to be sacrilegious.
The floor
How did
opened up.
I do that? That was fun. How did I do that?
Oh, geez.
Did I kick him from his own stream? How did I do that?
That's
I
there.
think
Yes,
God
sir.
kicked him, dude.
Yeah.
That was
There you go.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Super hacks, guys. But yeah, who's next? Who's next?
Yeah,
Ollie,
it's
back.
my story, dude. My comic. Gogo Sami Soldier Sturban is kind of like my take on the Dark Hero, like inspired by Devilman, Kamen Rider, Ghost Rider, Spawn, all that cool 90s shit,
Mhm.
or 80s if you're talking about the manga or anime. Yeah, so it's basically it's a comic I did back in 2007. A fanzine that I did back in the day with Dario. He inked it and I drew it, and Pancho, my brother, wrote it. So yeah, I'm gonna remix it, revamp it, update the graphics, quote unquote. And
This looks so cool though.
yeah, thank you, man. I mean, it's everybody's psyched that I'm drawing again because I haven't drawn in a while. It's all big colors because that's like the most easiest shit to do right now, and it pays the bills. And I'm grateful for that shit. But I mean, I think it's time for me to get back to drawing, man, because I kind of miss it.
Oh yeah.
You
I
got
treat
such
it
a great
tight.
style. So
What was that?
go ahead, Eric. You have such a great style.
Oh,
I love it. Yeah, personally, I love it for many reasons. But yeah, what were you going on, Eric? What's up?
He just said he's gonna shine like a diamond.
Notice me.
No, I'd like to say though, like a lot of, especially this image here. I mean, it's Halloween, guys. Actually, like I'm a fan of the Rob Zombie like series, particularly the Firefly, and you've got a lot of this like, attitude that I don't want to say Quentin Tarantino kind of style with that, the grindhouse kind of style,
Yeah,
like
the 70s, like
aesthetic.
acid
Yeah.
trip type movies with the bikers and all that shit.
Yeah, like in the character, I didn't think of Spawn until you said it, but I get the references. But dude, like a lot of the stuff here, like I love the way, like again, like the attitude you guys come in and the originality and the twist that you guys throw in here. I just love it. It all looks interesting. I love this stuff. Keep going. Tell us more about this. What's happening with this guy?
So basically, he's a reanimated. He's a puto. He's a reanimated corpse turned into a fighting machine, basically.
Shit.
So yeah, he's roaming the earth, just like looking for his where is he coming from? What is his origins, and just tries to do good while figuring out that shit. So that's basically it.
Yeah. All right. Do I move on? Or you got more to tell us, dude?
No, that's good, man.
What's up, guys? All right, we got Steven Valez.
Is Owasi in the back ring? No.
Joe.
It's about two brothers.
He's not in the back room. No.
No,
Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah. It's about two brothers. One's a dog. The other one's like a man.
And they all fall in love.
Yeah. Their mom was a freak. And then because their mom was a freak, like a bunch of dudes are pissed at them. So then they kill the human brother. And then the dog brother, yeah, he has to go back and get his charger because he can't charge his phone. And he needs his phone so he can call in and pay his light bill. So he has to go get the charger. And they're in the way.
Cerebrum, bitch.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Oh, that would have been funnier with the Hero's story.
Oh, this is Battle Kiwi. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's
what's it? What he's Veil Walker guy, right? This is Steven.
Veil Walker
Veil Walker
guy.
dude.
I think that the coolest thing about this story is that if you guys know Owasi, he has this corgi that is very, I think, is more famous than him actually. So he thought that it would be cool to have a story about his corgi, where it's kind of like a reverse John Wick. I guess the corgi goes around killing everybody. So I mean, even
Yeah.
with that simple synopsis, you have to admit that sounds pretty fucking cool, you know.
For sure. You should have been the one pitching it, dude. That was solid. Brian, where were you with that pitch, bro?
It's about two brothers.
Oh man, Frog G's here. What's up? This is the game.
Frog G?
Frog G is always slinging. Thanks for coming. Java wants to know if you guys can get any closer to the camera. That'd be great.
No, but I will address what Java said before that. And I think I'm going to assume he's the type that probably can't even get it up without Shane Davis's voice in the background. So,
Dude.
You're way more charismatic than Shea Davis.
Dude, it's probably limp like it's a potato, dude. Come on. Let's move on to the next one. Who's up? Jeremy. Limp like a hashtag. What are you doing?
Like,
Are you getting those messages, Ryan? Or
yeah. So this one is actually about two brothers, right?
yes.
Yeah, this was about
There
two
we go.
brothers.
Those like the guy and the dog, they are brothers.
Yeah, they're from Mexico. One's the one that's jumping, his name is Vandrejo. The other one, his name is Gabriel. And he just has that condition that some people get where they like grow hair all over. And basically they're fighting over the remote. That's what's happening in this scene.
Yeah, I was told that this is this dude's mom, and she got a curse where her coochie hair just kept growing, and then it just went all over her, and then this is what happened. And now he's got to fight to shave her down so she could become a normal human.
Just like a medical type of.
Damn,
Yeah,
so I
it's
guess
a
Vito
medical
has
drama.
changed it.
Yeah.
They call
It's a
it
medical drama, yeah.
excessive hairius coochius. That's what they call it.
Well, it's a little dry, but no pun intended. It's a little dry, but yeah.
And it smells like wet dog when it rains. So.
oh shit.
Gross. Jeremy, what did you just write? No. Frog G is also throwing out Veil Walker for some reason. But yeah, go check that out as well. Veil Walker, it does look pretty sweet.
On a real note, though, this is just about a dude. It's basically like B-Rose got a hard on for
Van Helsing.
movie? Van
The
Helsing.
Van
yeah.
Helsing movie.
And this is his little like spin-off on a sequel if it should ever be something like that. So this is like his run at it. And it's basically his dude's just going to a quaint little village and he's there to fuck up some werewolves.
Yeah, basically
Okay.
this story is what happens when B-Rose gets ass mad that a movie he like didn't get a sequel.
A crappy movie. He like
What?
didn't get a sequel.
Yeah, he doesn't write a review. He doesn't get on Yelp. He makes a zine. All right. It's funny as hell. All right, Jeremy, you can.
What about Solomon Kane? Wasn't that the sequel?
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
that's a good-
I don't think
Fuck.
anybody watched that movie.
It probably
so
wasn't
I
the
couldn't
sequel,
tell.
but it was a knockoff.
I forgot that there was a movie.
Right? But yeah, all right, cool. Who's next? What we got? Hails,
Hell bitches.
snitches. What's up?
Hell, bitches! It's the greatest story ever told with the greatest dialogue ever written. Basically, what I wanted to do is just take the most ridiculous old school B movies from the 80s and take all the crappy dialogue and just every girl is overly sexualized and just make it into a comic about three agents from hell that are sent from by Satan to go and kill these ghouls to return these stones, these power stones that they stole from Satan. Stupid plot. It's very predictable, but that's not the point. It's about the hell bitches. And
Abraham Lincoln slaves like vampires, dude.
Yeah,
This is cool.
exactly.
Yeah, this could work. Yeah, this could work. Like, I'm sure it does. I
And
mean,
it was really just though too to see if Juanita would actually draw what I wrote on paper.
I can see you've been very, candid about some of these clips, but I was surprised to be reminded of Shallow Hal. But I love
I
this.
love that movie.
Some of his nips. Did you say nips?
No, it's the tail.
Oh.
Yeah, his friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Word.
Doesn't he like meet like a lady at the end who has like a tail too, and they like fall in love? Oh,
No,
is
she
it-
has a dog. She has an intense love for dogs, so she thought his tail was cute.
I really like this movie, Jeremy.
I've seen it. I have a weird affinity
Just a
for.
fan club, a Shallow Health Facebook
Yeah.
fan club.
My
Yeah.
next story should be a Shallow Hal sequel or something.
There you go. About how he fights a werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with the Babylons that these chicks are carrying on their chest, it makes sense that they come from hell. So
Yes.
that's
Exactly.
appropriate.
And
Gnarly.
they can even grow bigger than that, you know. So
So you can something you can hang on to.
Sky's the limit.
Literally, they can't hang on to them.
Or float on, you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, this is like rockabilly shit, right? Is that like part?
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
it's like psychobilly inspired
Okay, yeah.
character design. Yeah.
Cool. So did you design the kind of look, or specifically you just knew that kind of archetype? That's what you wanted.
Brian, he sent me this folder with all these images of like the reference for me to design the characters.
Mhm.
And for the girls, he wanted this kind of like 50s rockabilly or kind of like psychobilly things, you know, more punk rock too.
Right.
And yeah, some ghouls. And
I'm a
shit like
Tiger
that.
Army fan, so I was like,
Exactly. It was inspired of like the Tiger Army look, the Horror Pops look. Is kind of where.
just realized I have his haircut right now. What's his name? Okay, so yeah, this is sweet. So written by Brian. Juanito's doing the art. Do you have your own story in here, Juanito,
Yeah.
or no? You do?
And yeah, I always say that the cool thing is that you can see like my what's the word?
Range.
Your range.
Yeah, my range as an artist, because in my story I'm doing something like very artsy fartsy, and with this one I'm doing you know, boobs and shit like that.
Dude, you do have a good range, because like whenever you do like portfolio day on Twitter, like I'm pretty amazed that like each image is still you. All my shit looks all the same, but yours is pretty got some variety. So there's some stretch goal stuff. So this is pretty much a campaign on your Aerith website. Is this like how it's going to be in the indefinite future? Or are you going to do something even weirder, like more word of mouth? Or
Well,
what?
yeah. So this is how we're gonna move all the Guey Zine stuff over to comicsway.com once that's done. We might just do when it drops. Who knows? That's the cool thing, is we can do whatever we want. Maybe one campaign we do it one way, and another one we do it a different way. But then we're going to be dropping the Doors versus Junkmen on the Aerith website too, which will be a gamify it again, just like Doors versus Lion. But we're just testing it out right now, seeing how it goes, and then the next one will be on its own, comicsway.com.
Hell yeah. Dude, I dig what, dude, you're like, I always said you're like the Gary V, but of CG, but that's always kind of like the, I feel like that's derogatory because Gary V is kind of weird. But you definitely have like a vision of like something better than using Indiegogo, which is great. And it almost is antithetical to a zine is to put it on Indiegogo. You'd be like, it's kind of weird. So yeah, I hope you guys have some cool stretch goals. I can you go down, Jeremy?
Whoa!
There we go. A little bonus story.
Yeah.
So art by Daria. Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
So the cool thing about this is with Doors versus Junkmen, we're able to kind of introduce characters, give a little backstory through the zine. So Ollie and I, each issue, we're going to pick a character that will be in Doors versus Junkmen and just give kind of like a 2 or 4 page backstory of showing what they were doing before the story starts. So I think that's kind of a cool thing too, is you're getting actual extended content, whether it's before an IP drops or maybe it's a side story of while something's happening, to give build up more of the story, more of the world, without having to commit to 48 pages.
Nice little prologue ish
Exactly,
type
yeah.
of supplemental. Yeah, that's cool. I dig it. So yeah, so it's even more things to look forward to. How's the format of? Are you guys going to do like? I saw that you're doing ads as like sponsorship. Where are those ads going to be? Are those like in between or like at the end of the whatever?
Yeah,
of
so
the
we have
zine?
back cover, inside front cover, and interiors. So it's all different placements. But the
Okay.
interior just kind of like maybe breaks in between 2 stories.
Dude, I think that's a great way. Jeremy, I know you're in the back room because I kicked you, but it might be a good idea to get a little ad in here, dude. I always get some good kickback when I do little ads, especially on books that like I don't know, one are good. I did Alterna Comics ad, and I've got a good kick from them. But you know, it doesn't really matter. It's mostly that you know you're in the same realm of indie creators. You're not going to like get a real kickback from somebody that you don't really know, but they might recognize your name. But
Yeah.
cool idea. What I saw stretch goals. Is that like
Yeah.
how are you monitoring that?
So if you scroll down, we're just doing the same thing, you know, hitting a financial goal. So right now we're working on the cover treatment. We'll be doing probably a risograph cover with a single color. We might do some other stuff, but the other are locked. We're not going to share what we're doing because, in all honesty, we don't want people stealing the idea unless we
Yeah,
know
no
what
shit.
we're doing.
Yeah, dude. I don't doubt it, dude. Because well, here's the thing: people are like sheep until it's like a big deal. People don't
Yeah.
really jump on. But you know, you just kind of have to imagine like if 100 people or more get this, you're like it starts building momentum quickly. So I don't freaking doubt that you're worried about maybe some ideas being stolen. So the cover treatment being like, what will it be if you don't get 2,500? What will the cover look like?
It's still black and white, like the top will be a grayscale.
Yeah.
The first image you saw when you land on the campaign.
Okay. Jeremy says cover reminds me of me in Enter the Dragon. What? Enter the
To
Void.
the void.
Enter the Void. I don't know what that is. Is that a movie?
I think he means emptying out the void.
Okay, maybe. I'm gonna bring him in just so he can clarify himself because that was weird.
No, I mean Enter the Void. It's a movie.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a crazy movie. But the shot in this, the high bird's eye view in the stall like that. Yeah, if you ever seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's a very cool image.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's funny too. You think about because this is by Dario too. His camera angles aren't
You mean Domo?
Domo. That's what I meant. Yeah, Domo. The camera angles are different because you look at the one from his short story. It's a fisheye lens, and now this one it's like a weird kind of camera tilt.
I had to take the picture. He had to model. Maybe one day we'll release the pictures, but soon.
Is that your bathroom too? That'd be fun.
Like, you can tell when an artist like watches a shitload of movies by the amount of like perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, into certain
Yeah.
shit, and the fact that it's not you're playing like 1, 2, 3 like points of perspective. When they got the crazy shit, you can tell they watch a lot of movies and they study that shit.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing that's not in the morning, or else it'd look like a Gundam with a laser sword.
It's
All
just
right.
gonna have to do with 2 streams coming out. So.
Well, that's a Prince Albert, right? All right. So, are we missing anything? You guys want to go through the progress, or
The progress is the progress.
progress is a progress?
That's where I come in here. Sorry, Jared, I got to pull you up, bro. It's good to see that you guys are doing this. Like, and it's just interesting that like nobody else has done this in CG yet, unless I'm unaware. Has there been a zine that I'm not aware of?
No,
I mean, I think they have tried to do magazines or stuff like that, but it's always been like recycled stuff, I guess you can call it, you know. But with the difference is that this is all new and original stories, you know.
Right. Our friend Dan says it looks like reminds me of Train Spotting. Yeah, dude, it's iconic shit. I'm super stoked for it. Like, I'm definitely gonna get it. It's no doubt in my mind. I was interested the minute Rich kind of hinted at it before. But yeah, you got some add-ons. Is this like something that when you call them add-ons, like you can get it separately, right? It doesn't have to be added, or maybe
No, you can just buy them by themselves if you want to. Even if you don't want the zine, you just want the tee. But what we're going to be doing is all this cover art is only available during the campaign. So we want to make this very street. Like there's limited to it.
Well, then you probably should call it. Stop lying to us and call it like exclusives or something.
Oh shit! Okay.
That would be cool. Because I do want it. It does fool me into thinking I got to get the book. But
I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
And a gift,
That's better,
Brian.
Yeah, that's good.
Limited time only.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I like everything that I see. Just, dude, a lot of the zines that you see, like, here's the thing. Like, when the cool part about zines and the bad part about zines are like that the talent is iffy because it's like a hit or miss. It's like this jackpot of sometimes you get the best artist ever that's going to be super famous, or you get like the shittiest thing you've ever seen, but it's cool because it's edgy. And the best part about your zine is that like we know the artist and we know it's good. So like that's why it's a no-brainer for me. But yeah, very cool stuff. Anything you guys want to say before we kind of close out?
No, I dig that too because that's one of the major problems I have with like a majority of anthologies and stuff is because like, or from what I picked up, there's always like one story, good story, another good story, cool art, and then there's a bunch of shit in the middle to just fuck it all up. And by the time you get to the end, you're like, well, most of this filler was just whack as shit anyways. But you're definitely not going to get that issue with this at all. You could already see it in just these title cards. So
for sure, and it's just cooler. Like, I mean, I know you guys, so like it's easy for me. But if you guys are watching, you're watching a replay, or you're in the back room and you want to back it later, or you probably contributed to the book. It's literally a no-brainer for me. Because I know, but for you guys watching, take my word for it. These guys are too legit to quit. I know Jeremy's in the back room. I'd bring you in, but I'm going to do a quick promo for my book, Star Circuit, coming up. But yeah, it's interesting that you guys are kind of like starting this thing. I feel like it might become a bigger trend once they see how cool this is.
Yep.
Any other shout outs for like, I know you guys have the YouTube channel. Is it literally called just the zine? Is zine part of the YouTube channel name?
It's Comics Guey.
Yep, just Comics Guey.
Just Comic Guey. Okay. No zine on it.
No
okay.
zine. We do talk about the zine. So every Saturday we're sitting there, we're talking about progress, we're talking about our art, and then we're just busy roasting each other. So
yeah. We're streaming tomorrow, and I think we're gonna be drawing some sketch cards, actually, right? So
yeah,
that will be fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's it. I'm gonna pull Jeremy's screen, but we're gonna probably just do a quick promo for Jeremy. Jeremy's got a book coming up very soon. Before I hop off because I have to swap, obviously, I'm gonna bring up my website real quick, just show you guys what Veravia Studios is doing. This is my website. If you go to the shop, you can get the last chance pretty much of Star Circuit. It's the variant cover that is not sold out yet. So it's the only time you're going to be able to get this. When I go to the next chapter, this variant cover is not going to be available. It'll be in the black version, which is going to be printed soon. Whenever I feel like the printer that I'm going to use is not going to screw it up. I feel like they're so hit or miss. I don't know how printing is for you guys, but it's like been weird. It's been, I don't know. Is it still like supply chain for you guys? Anybody have any supply chain stories?
I mean, the last thing we printed was Kryptonos, and we didn't have any problems like that.
No delays, or
No.
just okay.
And we went with Mix'em, the dreaded Mix'em, and
The greatest.
everything came out good. I don't know, Brian, you had troubles with your printer?
Not like it wasn't like supply or anything. It was just when it went through QA with an issue, but then they got it while they were actually loading it on dock, and they fixed it. So not too bad.
Yeah, I had no major issues with roach balls. It was like they hooked it up, but they didn't tell me why they hooked me up with extra. And then I ended up finding out why they hooked me up with extra through a couple customers that were like, "Hey, what's up with these pages?" And I'm like, "Fuck, man." So I took care of that, sent out emails and shit. But that was like a slight hiccup, you know what I'm saying? It was like barely a tummy ache.
I'm glad. Well, maybe it's time to jump in because I got a black cover for Star Circuit that I'm wanting to put out. It's the same book, but it'll be the one that's bundled with the chapter 2, which I'm working on. It's a gigantic book, 90-page book. I have got a cap that you guys can support my shit with, and also this is original art from Malin's Visions book that I'm holding on to. That it's pricey, but I don't really want it to go. But it's a killer piece. So anybody else that out there that likes kind of my shit, it's out there and ready to be bought.
I bet B-Rose might buy that.
There you go.
I feel like he would if he had enough money. Once his book sells, it'll It'll be
Well, 2 weeks of him not eating chicken, he'll be able to get that.
Yeah, he'll be getting it.
back to tofu, dude. So check out my book. I'm gonna bring Jeremy in to talk about his book, but yeah, last chance for this. This is Kanan White and Steve Furkow, which is Steve Furkow used to color a bunch of books for a bunch of the old Image books,
Nice.
Stephen Platt stuff. So it's one of the only times you're gonna get. He works in the game industry now, so it's the last chance you get one of his kind
It's
of
where the
color
money
jobs.
is right now, no?
Indeed, and storyboards. As you can see, I do storyboards. So that's if I don't do art bros, that's why I'm making money. So
Nice.
good to you guys to keep doing comics because it doesn't pay for sure unless you hit like some big numbers. But yeah, we all do it for the passion, obviously. Jeremy, I know you got a book called Beck and Recourse coming. Let me bring you in.
Thanks, Pimpin' Joe. Hey, B-Rose, I haven't forgot about you. In the link, guys, there you go. Cerebrum's and In Demand. Go check them out. All right. That's my good deed for the year. All right. What's up, guys? Hey, Becker Recourse. Go sign up. There's a secret perk that we're getting in development actually pretty soon, even before the campaign comes in, because this is a little extra that a lot of people like. So we're getting that. Sign up now or you're going to miss out on it unless you're going to spend a few $100s. So go ahead. The art I drew, story I wrote, there's a video game that's associated with it. But guys, I just want you to sign up. That's it. We launch on the 12th. I'm going to be launching on Bancrofts, then going over to Lord of Crackheads for an after party. Probably hit 80s made right after that. And yeah, it'll go from there. I'm going through the gauntlet. But guys, check it out. I can't believe this is the page I'm showing you now because all the work I've been putting in the actual campaign is insane. So it's ready to go. On the 12th, guys, get signed up now. If you haven't signed up now, you're gonna hate that you don't. Sign up now. Do it now.
Now.
Sign now.
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 Right now.
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 Now. You
All right,
sign now.
so that's my pitch, Joe. I don't know how you want to do this, but guys, it was great having you in.
I just pulled out-
love this.
Dylan was muted, so I'm assuming he's not here.
Wait.
He's eating dinner or something.
I was gonna say I love getting the packages I've gotten from these guys. Definitely, like, say if you haven't gotten any of their products yet, get into this stuff now and their zines. This stuff is great. Love it, love it, love it.
For sure. I didn't get Kryptonos, but I'm jealous now that I don't have it.
While I'm still up, I'm going to consider that I'm still promoting Beckon. We do have a print from
Oh shit.
that was colored by Oliver right here.
Oh, nice.
Fine work by Eric Weathers. So that's going to be coming down the stretch goal way.
I forgot I did
Dude.
that, dude.
Oh yeah,
Killer job, dude.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Awesome job, dude. Love your stuff. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh, and while we're on the subject, I'm gonna pull the page, but I've got a cover for your book as well, which is fun. Finished that this week.
Hold on.
You don't have to show it. I don't want to.
I
do
showed it
a
on
review.
my show last night. Unless you're embarrassed.
I don't care. You can show
Now I
it,
know.
dude. I'm
Now
not,
I know.
I'm not
You gave
ashamed.
me embarrassing work. Now I see how this works.
Embarrassing work.
Embarrassing work. No, I like it, but you might not. I don't know.
No, I really enjoy what I did.
No,
It's
it
just
was awesome.
it's been a long time since I didn't do a piece of work that was not colored by myself. So doing something straight line work it's been a while. So,
It's been a while. See, I told you guys
sure.
he loves that kind of music. All right, here we go.
Can't help it. So yeah, oh thanks, dude.
Oh wait a minute, this is Pixels version. You ain't gonna want me to show that.
Pixels version, dude. Yeah, it's a fun cover, but
Oh, there it is now.
all right. So yeah, there'll be a black and white cover for Jeremy's book.
Nice.
One of the versions. Yeah. Fun stuff.
Beauty.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
All right. So that enough of a surprise. Thanks for coming on, guys. Thanks for everybody in the chat that
appreciate the
said
time,
hello. Dan Plagle's jumping in here.
Yeah.
He puts down a pencil drawing boobs once in a while, and sometimes it's to say heavy metal and heavy Guey.
Yeah, the heavy boobs. You know?
Yes.
Bees.
It's been real, guys. Thanks for coming, and I'm definitely going to jump on and subscribe. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel. I feel like I got a funny feeling it's a fun time over there. So,
It is.
It definitely is.
hell yeah, Jerem. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you guys. Hopefully, you guys have a great time putting out the zine and easy time with the printer and everything else.
It's already been
Yeah.
fun. So
Thank you, man.
can't wait to see
Oh,
what
yeah.
where it goes.
I got the links in the description for the zine, guys. Go get yourself a copy. I know I will. And I'll see you guys later. All right.
Adios.
Peace. I'm gonna play the outro. It's been a long time since I did this stream.